Yo, man, what are you doing?
Me? Oh, it's alright. There's nothing. I just got lots of scamming from recently.
Hi everyone, time for some Bluetooth action. Today I'm bringing you a few reviews of open-ear headphones, specifically clip-on earbuds. These earbuds have emerged because the hook-on style can look a bit awkward and isn't very user-friendly for those with smaller ears or who wear glasses. The advantage of clip-on earbuds are pretty clear. They are lightweight, compact, and barely obstruct your ears. Most important, look like earring. But after using plenty of clip-on earbuds, I also noticed an issue is that the size of your ear actually has a significant impact on the overall experience of clip-on earbuds, both in terms of comfort and sound quality. But don't worry, I've got you back. Today, I'm bringing you 6 clip-on earbuds, ranging from $24 to maximum $192. Each pair will be tested by me and my friends with small ears, aka little ear. And for backgrounds, little ear demands for clip-on earbuds are that they must be completely unnoticeable wear and must stay securely in place. Her listening preference is BBB, which stands for bass, bass, and bass. Whether you've got tiny ears or big old lobs like me, we will find your perfect match today. And the reason we've chosen products with such wide price range is that because I wanted to show you where is the sweet spot for Earclips headphone lights, which price range offers the best value for your investment. Let's dig in. Before we start, we measure our ears. The distance from my earlobe to the ear canal is 2.8 cm, and the distance from my friend's earlobes to ear canal is 2 cm. Well, if you don't have ruler at your home, you can use your credit card for rough measurements. Alright, let's get started. First up coming up, the Tozo OpenEar ring. I must say, it was a pleasant surprise. I purchased for $24. The housing has the standard Tozo design that's instantly recognizable. I describe it as neither good nor bad, the kind of product I might not pay attention on the Walmart shelf. So I didn't expect much, but the sound quality is surprisingly good. The overall tuning is very pleasant, bass is punchy, and tremble is impressive for clip-ons. However, it lacks that open-ear airy feel. Vocals are too forward. It was fun for a minute, but the little ear noticed the distortion at higher volumes. This brings us to its wearing comfort. For me, it falls into the average category. It's not exactly comfortable, but the overall stability is alright. The clamping force is acceptable for me, but the little ear though, the C-bridge material might be too stiff. It clamps too hard for her. Although the 5.1 gram weight is average, the clamping force issue makes its presence too noticeable. The IPX5 waterproof rating is also average. The battery life is 10 plus 30 hours, totaling 40 hours, which is below average among today's products. And for latency, the AAC modes is reached at 450 milliseconds. Crazy lagging. Completely unsuitable for gaming needs. In terms of app control, clean and simple. 10-band EQ customization and offering 16 presets to choosing from. However, I think it's a bit too simple. Besides EQ adjustments, there's only one touch control setting. At $24, it's a steal. However, I realized I made a mistake. The $24 price, that was a sale price, and the official price is actually $39.99. Well, I apologize for tricking you. No. Anyway, if you can get this at $24, I highly recommend it. But at $40, its drawback become more noticeable. Extremely high latency, lack of lossless codec, no dual devices connective, and the feed is only okay at best. I suggest you just keep watching. And here is little ear's take, and here's mine. Total 7.5 out of 10. The next product is the Peel from Moondrop. In terms of design, this is by far my favorite among all the products today. It is unique and perfectly proved that as long as the design is on the point, it doesn't matter if it's made of plastic or something else. It just looks good. The only downside is that when I actually hand it in my hand, it feels was a little bit too large, you know? Well, I didn't really expect it should be as small as a real pill, but visually, the pill ended up being the largest shell among today's products. Now, let's imagine this scenario. So you open this RC pill case, pop in the buds, and hear a cute waifu voice prompt, and connect it excitedly, and hit play button, try to listen to some music, and just feel disappointed. The pill's high frequency are significantly louder than the mids and bass, meaning that you are facing the problem with either turning down the volume and losing details, or turn it up and just go deaf. Let's put the joke aside. The pill's bass quality is actually average, but the excessive tramp gain makes the mid frequencies sound hollow. At volume level that I can tolerate, the ambience is significantly reduced. Our friend Little Ear even rated the pill's sound quality as the lowest among all the products today. I guess it's just unacceptable for bass head. It performs relatively well when you're listening to ACG style music, but that's mainly because when speak of those sounds, people kinda prioritize bright tramp sound instead of others. In terms of wearing comfort, the pill beats Tozo. Same 5.1 gram weights, the pill adapts better to the different ear shapes. And its more comfortable clamps make it feel less intrusive than the Tozos. Both Little Ear and me gave it an OK rating. And the pill has an IPX4 waterproof rating, and here is a quick explanation. While IPX4 and IPX5 might seem like different grades, but in daily use, there's not much differences between them. So basically, IPX4 means it can withstand water splash from any direction, so it can handle most sweat and even light rain. IPX5, on the other hand, means protection against water sprays from any direction via a nozzle. In other words, unless you need to using an environment where you might be sprayed with a water gun, IPX5 isn't significantly better than IPX4. Next, come to the battery life. The pill offers a total 28 hours, which is 8 plus 20 hours, ranking last among the 6 products that we tested today. I'm actually quite confused by this. I mean, as if a casing is large enough, it should be theoretically to be able to accommodate a larger battery. I guess artists might not be a good engineer, you know? Next is latency at 221 milliseconds. Well, this is roughly twice as good as Tozo, but it still falls within the range where the gunshot should only can be hearing after the gun. In terms of app control, 2 words: ambitious but messy. The app's UI is very appalling, but the only issue is that form outweighs the function. In actual use, the most useful feature of the pill is the sense presets, as I often end up reverting to a default setting of the 10 minutes of tweaking. Its online interactive DSP EQ tuning section is giving you this highly professional feeling. You get featuring targets frequency response, automation function, 5-band segment control for any frequency range, and even ability to adjust the Q value, which is smoothness. But I would say the overall experience is not great. Not great at all, actually. First, it only supports 5-band adjustment, yet it shows you incredibly precise targeting curve for Moondrop's $100 level IEMs. It feels like asking an ordinary people to draw the Mona Lisa with 5 strokes only. But of course, Moondrop has tried to fix this issue. They maintain a community where users can upload their own tuning files and free to use them at all. But for actual experience, thanks but no thanks. Overall, the pill is a classic case of being all styling and no substance. And there's also an interesting detail that need to be mentioned. See this blackout text on the box? FBI style reduction, right? Just connecting the dots. This clue makes the deduction is too obvious right now. They might have planned out that from the beginning, but for some reason, they just scrap it. At $42, I wouldn't say I got a bad deal, but I certainly wouldn't call it a great value either. Here's Little Ear's take, and here's my overall 7 out of 10. The next product comes from the familiar name of our channel. the Hi-Fi rising star that was copied by Final Audio, the ROSESELSA OpenFree. Well, I really liked the green color, but it was unfortunately that's out of stock in my area at the time. The charging case is entirely plastic, but it feels surprisingly smooth to the touch. It reminds me of piano keys, which is completely different from the pills material. The downside though, fingerprint magnet. And speak of sound quality, the audio codec supported by the OpenFrees are top-notch, including AAC, LDAC, LHDC, and even LC3. Overall, the OpenFree delivers a very pleasant listening experience, striking the clearer balance between the traditional in-ear headphones and open-back designs. The bass is well-defined, and vocals are upfront while maintaining the sense of spatial depth. In terms of high-frequency control, the OpenFree isn't necessarily better than the Pill, but because its frequency bands between are clearly separated at the horizontal soundstage is relatively wide. The OpenFree can actually position the tramp further back in the soundstage, significantly improving the issue of overly harsh tramp. Little Ear also rates OpenFree's sound quality very highly, though this might also because its feat naturally leads one to imagine a better sound in her mind.
Seriously? I take this very seriously, okay?
Come on, I'm just kidding!
Okay, the wearing experience of the OpenFree is the best among all products today, except for the flagship HUAWEI Freeclip. And have you noticed this? Its C bridges is noticeably thinner than the others, resulting in a different weight distribution. The OpenFree's weight is primarily borne by the top ball and earphone body. At the same 5.8 gram weight, it indeed reduced the sensation of foreign objective when wearing them. Still don't get it? You can try experiments with me. Wrap your hands around your wrist, then naturally place your hands on your wrist, waiting for a moment and see which experience feels closer to invisible. In summary, whether for Little Ear or me, the OpenFree's wearing comfort is exceptional, and the fit is quite stable, with a C bridge providing a sufficient self-support. The waterproof rating is IPX4, which meets basic daily needs. And in terms of battery life, the OpenFree achieves an excellent 10 plus 42 hours, totaling 52 hours, ranking first among all products today. In terms of latency, thanks to the OpenFree's gaming modes, latency can be as low as an impressive 159 milliseconds. Congratulations, we finally have a clip-on earbuds can actually using for gaming. App-wise, I get a feeling that ROSESELSA has recognized the same issue that I did, which is wearing and listening experience can be bothered by distance to the ear canal. While the OpenFree currently doesn't offer customized EQ or any presets, it does provide a bass enhancement mode. You might say other earbuds have that too, but its official website explains the state. Bass enhancement is designed to overcome the low airtiness for open-ear earphones, which validates my theory and proves that I'm not a crazy potato scientist. Maybe you are. In other aspects, dual device connect is supported, game mode is supported, touch controls are supported too, and overall, I really like their approach. Like when they make a product, they first imagine how you use this device and provide the feature that you will need, rather than adding some unnecessary, impractical bells and wishlist. Low-key, I like it. In terms of price, they are also $42. Compared to the Pill or Tozo, I would definitely recommend OpenFree, no doubt. One of them is reliable but has obvious drawbacks, while the other seems unsure of what user really needs, whereas OpenFree has almost no glaring weakness. So basically, here's Little Ear's take, and here's my overall 8.5 out of 10. Next up is SOUNDCORE C30i. To save your time, I just jump straight to the conclusion. Don't even think about it. I really can't understand why it has such high sales. Like the C30i isn't just the most uncomfortable clip-on earbuds out of all 6 products today. It might even be the most uncomfortable clip-on earbuds that I ever tried. The entire C bridge is made of plastic and has zero flexibility. You basically have to force your ear into the earbuds. I'm not gonna lie, you are really using a earbuds to force your ear into them. Because this thing is not only rigid but also slippery, that you can even grab it firmly, which is extremely painful. And when you finally manage to put it on and play some music, you feel a sense of emptiness because it sounds really terrible, almost like a radio. And when you can't take it anymore and try to take it off, it delivers one last blow. After all, you have to put it out, so there's no reason it wouldn't bite you when you take it off. And by the way, this thing cost me like $69. So in any case, putting here is basically using it as a counter-example for open-ear headphones. Of course, SOUNDCORE should have already realized this issue, so the new product Earclips should have switched the same extendable material as the other brands. Good luck for them. Rating, well, I will give it 1 anyway. Hoping they will send me an Earclip to shut me up. 5 out of 10. Next up is recently popular MC1 Pro, which looks pretty ordinary at first glance. But I have to say, MC1 Pro's sound quality is quite impressive. It's a type that maximizes the area feel of open-ear earbuds with a bright sound, excellent horizontal soundstage, and distinct layers. The high frequency also benefits from sound shifting just like OpenFree does, achieving a good result. The ambience is excellent, but unfortunately, it's easily ruined by foreign body sensation when wearing them. The fit is quite frustrating. Well, after being tortured by C30i, I've become more tolerant of other earhook design, but its foreign body sensation is really strong. The clamping force of C-bridge is a bit too big, which thus enhancing stability, but I must emphasize that the psychological factor of worrying about Earclips design being unstable may play a significant role. Well, I tested all the products in the gym, by the way, and my conclusion is that even with intentional head movements, all the products can handle the inertia. The MC1 Pro's force primarily comes from the C-bridge clamping, which leads to a problem where your ear constantly feels compressed. Your attention is easily distracted, especially if you laugh or talk or anything. Suddenly you feel the things on your ear moving, even though it's actually an illusion. Whether it's little ears or me, we both think the MC1 Pro wearing experience is among the worst ones. And this one thing is worth mentioning. For those who find ear clamps design unattractive or just feel them cover your ear holes maybe, BASEUS has got your back. This separately sell accessory serves purely decorative purpose. Compatible not only with MC1 Pro, but also with MC1 or any other Earclips earbuds that you can attach it to. And once install it, ta-da! You've got an clip-on earbuds and earring. If this accessory didn't cost me like $24 on its own, which is a price of the discounted Tozo OpenEar rings, I fully support its creative ideas. I mean, it does make sense if you're using a BOSS or HUAWEI to use such expensive material for decorative purpose. But paying that much for a budget Earclips? But hey, whether you're buying an earring or an earring, it's your call. The MC1 Pro has an IP67 waterproof rating. Look, I don't know what BASEUS' product philosophy is, but if one day they release a clip-on earring that can be worn while I'm swimming, I'm generally interested. In simple terms, IP67 means the earbuds can be submerged in water at depths of 1 meter for 30 minutes without any issues. Like this. In terms of battery life, BASEUS offers 10 plus 30 hours, which is pretty standard. If you are traveling, OpenFree is definitely more reliable. And in terms of latency, BASEUS also supports a low latency mode with a minimum of 159 milliseconds, which is also leading edge. For the app control, the MC1 Pro supports dual devices connection, LDAC, touch settings, and more. But there's one awkward thing, its EQ settings are almost unavailable. I'm not sure if it's my issue or something else, but either way, the presets or custom EQ settings just don't make much of differences. The only thing that responds instantly is the bass boost mode, and none of the other EQ settings changed. Like when you enable the bass boost, you can clearly feel the earbuds themselves just get restart. So I assume they can't currently achieve instant EQ response from the software perspective. As for the bass boost, I wouldn't recommend using either. Well, the bass is indeed boosted, but overall sound quality becomes very muddy. Speaking of price, the BASEUS AMC1 Pro is priced at $63. While its sound quality is indeed better than maybe OpenFree, but considering the $20 premium, I might say the improvement doesn't reach 30%. Although future OTA updates may bring the improvements, currently the EQ is effectively unusable. And here's Little Ear's takes, and here's mine. Final score 7 out of 10. Finally, we arrived at today's final boss, the HUAWEI Freeclips. To be honest, this earbuds is truly a masterpiece. The purple design is highly recognizable, although there are now many imitators on the market. But hey, the OG stays OGs, right? In terms of sound quality, it is flawless, setting the standard for clip-on earbuds. The 3 frequency bands are well balanced, with the bass tuned to be comfortable, tight, and deep, and imaging is very clear. The soundstage control is also excellent, avoiding the common issue where one frequency band dips in the clip-on earbuds. It can be said to be the clip-on earbuds with tuning closest to the in-ear listening experience currently available. The wearing experience is also top level. When I first saw the Freeclips C bridges, I immediately realized that which brand ROSESELSA OpenFree was emulating. It's identical. The C bridge is extremely lightweight. Notably, HUAWEI single earbuds weigh as heavy as 5.7 grams, which shows perfectly their engineering prowess in weight distribution. Truly remarkable. Whether it's for Little Ear or me, the sound quality and wearing comfort is nearly flawless. The Freeclips has an IP54 waterproof rating. To clarify, IPX and IP are merely different ways of expressing the same thing. When IP is followed by 2 numbers, the first number typically indicates the dust-resistant rating, while the second number indicates the water resistance rating. The IPX notation simply amplifies the water resistance rating while omitting the dust resistant rating. So that means that IP54 is equivalent to IPX4 in terms of water resistance. So as long as you are not working out in the gym to the point where the sweat is pouring off you, IPX4 is sufficient. The Freeclips battery life is rated at 8 plus 36 hours, which is neither great or terrible, but sufficient for daily use. In terms of latency, Freeclips take it a step further, offering the minimum latency of 129 milliseconds in the game mode, which is very reliable. This may be due to the Freeclips only supporting AAC, but it's not a big deal, you know, as Apple only supports AAC now anyways. In terms of app control, it offers dual devices connection, EQ presets, touching settings, smart wear detection, game modes, automatic left or right ear detections, and more. They even boast about providing a drop alert. Like, why would you need an earbuds to remind you they're falling off if these earbuds can actually providing an invisible wearing? And there's also a head control, like nodding or shaking your hand to hang out, call, or answer it, which is very cyberpunk.
Yo, man, what are you doing?
Me? Oh, it's alright. There's nothing. I just got lots of scamming phone recently.
So that's the reason.
The only downside is that overall I find the EQ presets is less satisfying than the reason for them, especially the sports enhancement mode. However, the software advantages remains the most challenging aspect for other manufacturers to surpass. So how much will such an excellent product cost? $195. At this point, I believe the question of whether it's worth spending that much money on the OWS becoming a topic worth discussing. But for me, while I sincerely recommend that all TWS earbuds users should be considering getting an OWS by themselves, it's important to note that no matter how well designed or refined this clamp style is, at least currently, none have reached a level that surpasses the audio experience of a good TWS. While I believe the Freeclips is already very close to the audio experience of an excellent TWS, but from the long-term perspective, there are clearly limits to how much tuning can be done. Moreover, pursuing the extreme sound quality in the OWS ecosystem is quite simply unnecessary. Like when choosing an OWS, the first thing you should consider is that application scenario and the overall experience it provides in terms of both software and hardware. As for sound quality, to be frank, for OWS, it just needs to be sufficient. So even if the Freeclips is indeed industry-leading in terms of experience, I still wouldn't recommend investing heavily in OWS unless you have money to burn. $40 is a very reasonable price point for me. Take OpenFree as an example. It already has most of the features, relatively good sound quality, and even battery life that allows you to expand into more application scenarios. While it won't give you the same sense of surprise as HUAWEI Freeclip does, but the ROSESELSA OpenFree is kind of choice that would let you down. That concludes today's clip-on earbuds reviews. The HUAWEI Freeclips is undoubtedly today's champion with an overall score of 9 out of 10. However, if you want a reliable ear-clip style earbuds experience on the limited budget, ROSESELSA OpenFree is a clear choice today, scoring 8.5 out of 10. Next is the BASEUS MC1 Pro, which has good sound quality but is uncomfortable to wear, scoring 7.5 out of 10. The Tozo OpenEar is average in all aspects but slightly outdated, scoring 7.5 as well. The Moondrop pill has an appalling design but needs improvements in terms of performance, so I give it a 7 out of 10. And the complete failure is the SOUNDCORE C30i, 5 out of 10. That will be today's content. So, what's your thoughts about OWS? Feel free to leave a comment down below. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you like this one, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. I see you next week. Can you hear it? Good as new, man.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh man, what are you doing?
Well,
Oh crap.
it's for the environment. It's for the environment.